What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Guys, Exo-6 now has their pre-order up for their Gorn figure, and I definitely have some thoughts both on this release, but also, again, the general direction of Exo-6, especially with regards to this character. So guys, let's talk about this. Stick around if you liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it. YouTube, the final frontier. These are the episodes of the Ben Thomas Show, my continuing mission to explore strange new Star Trek reviews, to seek out new Star Trek collectors and new badass collectibles, and to boldly go where no Trek collector has gone before. Okay guys, let's first look at the Gorn from Exo-6 here. So I'll be honest, I think this looks fantastic. Exo-6 has not disappointed me in any way, really, when it's come to alien figures. And while there's a couple photos here that do look a little janky, especially in the creasing on the arm around the bicep in this one photo, when I take a look at the reference photos for Gorn back in the day in the original series, he had a lot of those creases in his outfit as well, because it was literally a costume with a zipper on the actor. Now, I'll say that this Gorn actually looks a little bit more lean and buff, maybe, than the reference photos, but that is not really even a knock against it. I think as a figure, this hits hard, and to Exo-6's credit, the outfit here for the Gorn also looks fantastic. The way they've nailed the material choice and the pattern, beautiful. Work of art, really, honestly. I give Exo-6 a lot of shit sometimes for their character likenesses, and some are really hit and miss. This is a hit figure. Now, there had been some controversy with this figure though, because originally it sounded like this was going to be very much a limited release, right? For the Exo-6 fans, you know, maybe a small quantity produced. But then later on that messaging did change, and then suddenly this was going to be an early bird release where the first 300 to pre-order would get the first batch, and then the order would go out to a regular pre-order after that. So I do think that that did disappoint some of the Star Trek collectors, because it would have been cool to have a limited piece like a Gorn in your display. Now, this figure did come in at $245 plus the $25 shipping if you're buying right from Exo-6. I do tend to get mine through Sideshow, so sometimes there's a bit of a marked up charge there, especially if you're in the States and with regards to tariff situations. This is coming in at a pre-order date of July 28th of 2025 and is expected to release in the first quarter of 2026. So pretty close to being around the corner. Also, shout out to 6 Scale Mafia for this awesome short video that he posted on his channel. Obviously, Anthony does have a bit of an in with Exo-6 there, because he does some of their photography and videography work. And this just goes to show you that somebody who knows how to handle a camera should be capturing these figures, because this footage looks fantastic. And if you were already on the fence of trying to decide whether you would want to buy this or not, I bet this helps. So go over and like that video for Anthony, and I wanted to highlight it here on the show because I think he deserves some praise. Fantastic video here, bud. I think one of the criticisms I have with the path of Exo-6 has always been why some of these characters first before main bridge crew. I know that a lot of you have said, well, Ben, you know, Nanjin himself and the developers have said, hey, if we blow our nut on all the main characters first, maybe people won't buy these tertiary characters. To which I don't agree with, if I'm being fully honest. I think if most people had the mainstay characters in their display, then you could start to really envision how you want to fill it out with tertiary characters. And the Gorn is so cool and comes from such an iconic episode, right? His battle with Kirk is awesome. Kirk makeshifting the weapon to go against him, like, it's crazy. And all that's here with this figure, and I love that. But we don't even have a bridge Kirk yet. And when are we going to get Kirk? I mean, Kirk was teased not that long ago, but he was also teased originally around the time of Inception for Exo-6. So is he coming? How soon will he be coming? Will we like that figure? What if you go in on the Gorn, but then hate the way that the Kirk turns out? Would you then feel like, what the hell do I do with Gorn now? it does put the collector in a bit of a tricky situation. And this being the start of an original series line is cool, especially if you're thinking the original series outside of the Cage episode, because of course we've seen some of those Exo-6 Cage episode figures already, which also I thought turned out not too bad. There were some hits and some misses for me, as you guys already know. Now, with regards to this figure here, do I think it looks great? Yes. Do I think the outfit looks great? Yes. Do I think the patterning on the clothing looks great? Yes. I even think that the price point overall is actually pretty solid here, especially since you got this crazy cool Gorn head mask on there, and that looks really, really cool as well. So overall, I am very happy with this figure. I do think that Exo-6 needs to control their messaging a little bit better, especially since they highlighted the fact that this was going to be some level of a limited item, and then it turned out that that was really just an early bird pre-order window and is still just a general release figure either way. When I did read through their website description, I also still noticed that they still have some of the Worf information in their posting on their website. So again, some conflicting messaging there doesn't help the collector, and because we don't know how the Kirk and the bridge crew are going to turn out, this is a wait and see for me. If it sells out, it sells out, but I'm going to wait to see at least what the Kirk looks like before I would pre-order a Gorn myself and forego that early bird window. So guys, let me know what you guys think on this one. I'm going to keep it short today. Are you a fan of the Gorn? How do you feel about the direction of Exo-6 still? Do you agree that this is a strange one to get before the bridge crew? Or do you think this is actually a great way to kind of slip in a cool alien in your display and get excited about the bridge crew coming? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But if you liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. Live long and prosper, of course, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.